seeing. So
Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Merch Money. Sorry for the delay. We were having technical difficulties and still having technical difficulties, but Travis is here, even though you can't see him.
yeah, I'm here.
he had the power shut off at his house. They're doing construction and they're building a new house nearby, and they shut off all the power. So he's trying to do it from his phone, and it's not working very well.
Nope,
But
it's been a day.
thank you so much for still coming on, even with all of the obstacles and all the crazy stuff that happened today. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
Not a problem. Thanks for having me.
And we can hear you perfectly, so it's good.
Awesome.
I think it'll add to the ambiance, like this mysterious person who charges $49.99 a shirt.
Yeah. Just the voice. Yep.
He wants to come on anonymously.
Yeah. Ian said that's his Halloween costume, and it's very clever. So.
Oh, I like that. That's true. Oh, and we won't be blocking your face every time we're showing a comment.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Now I can see the comments at least. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. So see, it's all on purpose. Well, thank you so much for being here. Just as a background story for everyone, we met Travis at the Midwest Ecom Conference. Christina and I both went. We had a great time. So thank you so much for inviting us to that.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks for coming. You guys both. It was a good time.
Yes, it was.
And thanks for planning that every year.
Yeah, it's a nightmare every year planning and doing the back end stuff of it, but it's well worth it.
Yeah, you've been doing it how many years? 6 years?
This would be our 7th year.
7 years. Wow. Well, that's amazing, and it takes people like you to bring everybody together and put on a conference. So appreciate it. So, well, I know everybody's very excited to hear about your pricing strategy. We had a lot of comments on that post, and a lot of people have been waiting for this show. So you are in high demand right now.
Yeah, I've been seeing that all week. I've been getting messages and getting notifications of people interested in hearing more. So,
well, I guess we'll start. When did you start with merch?
I started with merch right away. I got the invite or the email from Chris Green. It was the end of 2015 when I found out about it. So like right away. And then I've been selling on Amazon myself. I've been an Amazon FBA seller for the last 5-6 years as well.
Perfect. That was just like me. Maybe you were a little long. I think I started in 2014, so maybe you were 2013.
Yeah, that's probably right around the same time.
Yeah. So we did similar. I did FBA too, and same as you, I heard about it right away from Chris Green. I signed up right away, but then I didn't take action for another year. So what about you? You signed up?
Yeah, I was on, actually when I was 15, I couldn't get a PayPal account, so I had to have it in my mom's name. So from 15 to like, obviously old enough to get your own PayPal account, I still have the same eBay account I've had from when I was 15. I had to actually turn it over to my name. But yeah, no, I was selling on eBay all through high school, finding stuff, flipping it, and then realized I could sell on Amazon 2014-15 time. And I knew I could buy on Amazon, but I didn't know I could sell. And then after I knew I could sell on Amazon, I kind of took it off from there.
That's awesome. So how old were you then?
When I started selling on Amazon?
Yeah.
Like 22 or 23.
Oh, okay. So you're young. I can't figure out the math right now. Younger than me. That's all I know.
Yeah.
Okay. So you started right away on Amazon, and then you said you started merch right away, 2015. Did you start uploading right away, or
I only uploaded like, I don't know, 5 or 6 designs right away, and then it kind of just sat there, and I didn't do much with them at first. And then I seen people like tearing up and all that, and them adding more products. And then I started doing more with it. I started adding more and more to kind of see if sales were there. And then after I got sales, then it kind of took off from there, tearing up. And as the screenshots I've sent to you and I posted on my personal Facebook, like there's money to be made in merch. I mean, it's not dead. RA's not dead. Amazon's not dead. The whole thing is not dead at all. So
I'm so happy when I hear people like you. Like sometimes it's frustrating when you hear people and they just like get discouraged with all of those platforms. Like I've heard so many people say FBA is dead. So many people say merch is dead. And it's so nice to talk to somebody who's done it the same amount of time as me and still has the same mindset as me, that all of it's just beginning. Or at least
I run into like brands that are private label or manufacturers that want to, like, they're necessarily not selling on Amazon. That's kind of a side thing I've been doing. I've been helping them get on Amazon Vendor Central, Seller Central, and also into Walmart for purchase orders, as well as getting on the shelves and selling online also too.
Wow, I didn't know you were doing that. See, guys, this is why it was so hard to pick what to talk about today, because I could literally have a whole show on like 10 different things with you.
Yeah, I have my hand in about 5 baskets right now. So.
Well, and you also wrote a book, right?
I did. I just wrote a book. I wrote a poker book. It's on the Kindle and paperback. It's the top places to play poker online in 2020. We're working on a sports betting book right now. One of my merch shirts, in addition to the books, one of my merch shirts was featured on national TV. It was on the WSOP final table. So that was cool.
So awesome.
So I've done a little bit of everything, as you can tell.
Amazing.
My book is, going back to the book though, that was published on September 24th, and it was the number one new release in the card and books category on the 26th, I believe it was.
Wow. I remember you posting that and I was like, oh my God, that was your first book you ever wrote, right?
Yes. Yep.
I was like, how is he just like having success at every single thing he does? It's amazing. So just a side note, like it's so funny that you love poker. Like I feel like almost everyone I talk to that's an entrepreneur loves poker.
Yeah, they kind of go hand in hand in some aspects. I know a lot of people that are e-commerce people, or they're CEOs, or they're selling on Amazon that they also play poker. They also, not necessarily for money or big money, but they like playing poker. I know Shawn Michaels plays poker most recently.
So many people.
I have a lot of friends that play poker and they sell online, or they're their own business owner or entrepreneur.
Yeah, we had Cody Hawk on the show.
I was watching that one. Yep.
A few months ago, and he loves poker. We all love poker, so it was a fun show talking about poker.
And I think Monty Worley, I think he also.
Yeah.
Yep, Monty does poker too. Yep.
Yep. Quite a few people we've run into, and then a ton of people that they're not professional or anything, but like anytime I went to ASD, there was always like everyone wanted to play Texas Hold'em, so I definitely played with people there to ASD.
It's either blackjack or Texas Hold'em when you go to ASD or any Vegas event.
Yep. Teresa's saying, I don't see Travis. Is it just me? No, Teresa, we had some technical difficulties.
This is me.
Yeah, he doesn't have power at his house right now. They shut down power to build the house next door, so he's making do right now.
Yes.
Okay, so I think we should get into pricing, because I know that's what everybody is so excited about. So, okay, so you started merch in 2015. You've been building it up since then. How have you started in the beginning, and where are you now with pricing? Like, have you...
So, in the beginning, let's say, I kind of just threw stuff up there just to have something up there. For the most part, I started out kind of what everybody else did, like $19-20 a shirt. And then what I found was my stuff was getting on there, but it wasn't like getting any traction. Mm-hmm. And some people say the cheaper the shirt, the more sales you're going to get, which may be true. You might get more sales quantity wise, but I'd rather have the long end of the sale. Say I sell a shirt for $25 compared to somebody else sells it for $12. They might sell more shirts, but I'm going to make more money if I sell 10 shirts compared to them selling 3 or 15. But my approach is very simple. It's a simple but effective one. I price my items higher, basically based on traffic and trends that are being in the pricing model. So for example, like standard and V-neck shirts, I generally price mine at like $29.99. Like tank tops is normally between like $31.99 to $33.99, and then the long sleeve and the raglan, those are always $39.99. And I use this model for everything I made a list of product. And then the hoodies and sweatshirts, those are my high end ones. Those are always $49.99.
Nice.
And I actually have a couple pop sockets up right now. One I have that is selling decent is selling for $19.99. The highest I've ever sold a pop socket for is $21.99.
Wow, $21.99 for a pop socket. My highest is $17.99 for a pop socket.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, I can put it down for like $9.99, make a little bit of money, but I'd rather just wait and for the big sale. I mean, you might not get as many, but for anybody, I have about a 50% view rate that for any of my products that are viewed on social media or hashtags or any trends like that. I'm generally seeing about a 50% people that view my products. I'm getting traction. They are turned into a customer, whether it be on Amazon or I also use a couple other platforms to sell on that I use, like my own website through Shopify, and post all the popular products for people.
Okay. Let's back up. So there's a lot there. So you started $29.99. Is that what you said for standards? That's what you started at?
Yep. Standards is an extra $29.99.
And then when do you go up to $49.99, or do you?
I don't on normal T-shirts for the most part, unless it's like something like really popular, like WSOP shirts. I've gone up to $49.99.
Okay, so if it goes on TV, like that one guy was on TV, that's when you raise it to $49.99.
Yes, and then to back up also. So, for example, like if I don't see any traction from merch or for my books, for example, if I don't see any traction within a week or two, I just delete it and I put it back up on Amazon, because Amazon has a honeymoon period, which most people don't know. What that means is basically when they create a product listing, it jumpstarts the sales and the sales rank to be on the top of the page.
And you think that's 2 weeks or 1 week?
I generally do it about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Week and a half, 2 weeks. Would changing the price kind of help reinvigorate that, or you think it's better just to delete it?
Honestly, unless you have reviews and stuff like that, I just delete it and start over.
Okay.
I keep the same design and all that, but I change up some of the keywords and hashtags and trends and all that kind of stuff. But I basically just repost the listing.
Cool.
Interesting.
Okay, so hashtags. You just said hashtags. So you use hashtags in your Amazon listings?
I do.
Okay, and then and then you were also talking about Facebook. So do you have a Facebook
I use more than Facebook. I use Facebook, Instagram. Backing up a little bit, I don't use any Amazon ads at all.
No Amazon ads. Okay.
I use Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, LinkedIn, and Google Ads, and then I utilize them with hashtags for trends, search terms, and keywords based on what the market is or what your kind of product you're selling. Hashtags are free to use. Obviously, and social media sites are free to use. I use this technique for my conference as well. We don't market our event at all on Facebook or anything like that. It's all social media, word of mouth. That's how we drive sales.
So do you have separate Facebook pages for different niches, or do you tend to have all of your shirts in one niche, or how does that work?
That's a great question. Yeah, sometimes for products that we have like poker related, we make a different page for poker. Gear it towards people that are following other poker groups or pages. But anything else is generally under one page.
Okay, and then when you say
client or like a client of mine that has their own T-shirts, then we put it under their personal brand.
Okay, so you have clients. You got a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so when you say we, do you have VAs and things like that, or who's we?
Yeah, I have a couple of VAs. We have a couple people in Minneapolis that were at the conference when you guys were there also. But yeah, no, I have VAs and people that help me if I need help, because I do need help every week.
Yeah, because you're doing so much. So then you have clients too. Do you put client shirts on your merch account, or you just do merch accounts for them?
My personal account, no.
Okay.
I've gotten them approved for their own account, but I help with the design or getting them to correct the designer to kind of walk them through the design process.
Cool.
That's a little bit of I've been helping a company called Amazon Solutions Group, and what they've been doing is I partner with them. They do e-commerce, SEO, social media, and then they also provide Amazon help too for product listing pages and merch pages as well.
So neat. And then I guess you met them probably from doing the conference, right? You probably meet so many people.
Yeah,
from
I
that.
met them a couple years ago.
I just from doing the YouTube channel, I end up meeting people, or like I was saying, like I don't have a lot of experience with local merch, but I've gotten 2 business accounts just from being on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, no, being on social media, I get people messaging me every day most of it's spam, but I get people decent message, especially on LinkedIn too. Like LinkedIn, people can see all your like work history and as well as what kind of performance you can provide to them.
Yeah, it's really so limitless. I'm so happy to hear how you're like excited about it, still excited about merch, still excited about FBA. So that makes me happy, and that should be positive news for all of you guys watching, that like there are people who stick with this business for long periods of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, when I started out, like I started at the end of 2015, so I didn't honestly make a shirt, I would say, probably till like April, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then I had my account just sitting there, and then I
Yeah.
was watching people in the groups and doing it, and I put up maybe 5-6 designs. The first couple designs were horrible, and then I put up a couple of decent selling ones, and then kind of took off from there. And now I think I'm like tier 5,000 right now.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
It's kind of smaller than what some people are, but it is getting up there too. So
That's pretty good though for pricing so high, like because tiers don't matter. So it's like a lot of times,
right.
a
Like,
lot of times you end up getting more.
Tier 100 and then tier 1,000, like within the first, just having the 6 designs up there. Like I went from 10 to 100 in like a couple months.
Yeah. So so that's fantastic that you already got up to that tier with pricing so high. So somebody's asking what your YouTube channel is. Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do, but I don't honestly use it very much other than for the conference. But I am probably going to be bringing it back eventually. I just don't know when.
Okay, whenever you bring it back, just message me and I'll add it to the notes of this show.
Yeah, it should be under, I think it's Midwest Ecom, but I could be wrong. If you look up our videos, you can find the username for it.
Okay, cool. So you do social media. So how does it work with working with the brands? Is it completely separate from your business, or is there like any kind of overlap? Like, do you work with any poker stars or anything like that? Like,
yeah, I'm working with a guy right now he's working on an actual video to be in theaters for poker. So I'm working with him pretty closely. Working with a couple people that play all over the United States. For the most part, it's mostly anybody that wants to wear my shirt for the shirt side of it. But as far as the brands go, like that want to get on Amazon, they kind of reach out to me, and then we kind of go from there.
nice. So that sounds like influencer marketing. Like, do you specifically reach out to poker players and ask them to wear your shirt, or are they finding it somehow?
Yeah, no. Most people are telling their friends that Travis is making poker shirts, or generally we offer them almost basically a free shirt for the most part, except for shipping.
Okay. So you're like in the poker world, and they know who you are, and you're giving them shirts, and then they wear them on TV, and then that's how you get so many people to buy the shirt.
Yes, exactly. For the poker shirts, anyways. Yes, that's 100% of what I'm doing.
That is awesome. Like I was just talking about influencer marketing today, and I'm like, this is an area that is so important to start doing more with. Like, influencer marketing is like huge, no matter what niche you're in. So if you're in poker, I mean, if you know people that people follow, which they do, like people watch poker on TV, they follow all the poker players. If you get them to wear one of your shirts, that's huge.
Right. Yeah. If you get any top person to wear anything, like even on like a basketball game or whatever, it's going to be noticed.
Exactly. So
like backing up, I don't use Amazon ads, but I do use manual search term research, keywords, search term, market trends, and then I also use some paid tools. I do use Merchant Words. I'm not sure if you met George from Merchant
Yes, I did meet George. Yep.
Yeah.
Great guy. And then I use Merch Informer and then Book Bolt, which is a good one too. And I'm working on getting my books, once I finish my second one, into storefronts too. So
nice. How are you going to do that? Are you
for my poker book, I'm working on packets to be sent out to each store buyer. I have gotten a list of those people.
Wow.
And I have some people that are in like the gambling books, card game books that have a couple bigger stores that are bookstores. I'm sending copies of that with a nice PDF version of the book as well to their email address, as well as like a letter sent to them by USPS. Um,
That
no,
is so
a nice
cool.
packet sent to them, so they want to read the book. Or
How did you think of that?
I was working with a couple people that came to the conference that get their books into stores, and there's a local bookstore here that was basically telling us decent tips of what to use. And another tip that people find out that is really good is people are basically asking for the book at whether it be Barnes and Noble or Walmart, but they're asking for it in mass demand. So going on social media, on your following page, and your followers going to stores, calling stores, trying to get the book like from Target or Walmart or Barnes and Noble. Because generally they buy from Amazon, or they have a distributor on the back end of Amazon to get it at wholesale cost. Because on my book right now, if you go to my my book, there's automatically when you make a book on Amazon, for the most part, it pops up. There's a seller already selling your book underneath you, and they're generally charging. Like my book's like $29.99 in paperback right now, but this person's charging I think like $35 to $38. So basically, what they're doing is they're basically drop shipping the book automatically right away.
Yeah.
If you've ever made a book or know somebody else that made a book, they're automatically on the listing.
So.
And I'm pretty positive that is the channel that the people are ordering from for stores at wholesale cost through Amazon.
Oh, okay. So you just want to go directly to the bookstore and just say, sell it to them directly.
Correct. That's what I'm doing with my packets that I'm sending out.
So how would that work exactly? Like, how would you give them the books?
Because you can get an author copy.
Oh, okay.
On Amazon, just like you can get a shirt. But I can get them for like, I think you can lower your price. You can get an author copy for like $4 to $6. I'd have to look at it.
Okay, so you still are going to fulfill it through Amazon. Have you thought about going to like some other way, like publishing a book somewhere else, or doing it some cheaper way?
Because Amazon is the cheapest way to get your book out there.
Okay.
But then getting into other stores, getting into other storefronts is the hardest part.
That's really neat that you're thinking so far outside of the box of like most of the people that we talk to. I really like that. That's like some of us have uploaded books to Barnes and Noble and things like that, but haven't really like gone that
I've
route.
thought about uploading directly to Barnes and Noble, but with the conflict of interest with Amazon, you got to go through Amazon as far as the sales platform. If you put it on Amazon first, you're supposed to anyways. You can
I don't know about that. Is that true? I don't see how it's a conflict of interest. If you select distribute to other marketplaces, then
if you select it. If you don't select it, if you do it solely on Amazon, to be on like to start out, you can do. I'm not sure what the name of it is right in front of me, but if you do it for the free Kindle, people that sign up for Kindle, whatever it's called, if you do that, where they get credits per month, you do that plus paperback, you can only solely sell it on Amazon to start. You can't publish it for a certain period of time. I don't know the date. But
I see. Okay.
You can't publish it anywhere else. You can still sell it on those platforms, but you can't give them the rights for the book.
Gotcha. Yeah. The Kindle Unlimited thing?
Yes, Kindle Unlimited. That's what it's called. Yep.
Okay, I see. Cool.
So basically, I've had people worldwide already read my book. Like I can go on there and see how many pages they read on a certain day.
That's so neat. I haven't tried like writing a book yet. I've only done the no content books, like with the notebooks and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna be working on the no content books or low content books, and probably after I finish my sports betting book. I've thought about planners and cookbooks and just random stuff that I have in my head that hasn't come on the paper yet. So
so with those, I've only done paperback. I haven't done the Kindle Unlimited and all that yet. So that's good to know, stuff to think about.
Yeah.
But that's so neat. Christina, did you have anything? I'm sorry, I keep talking the whole time.
I was wondering, so for your items, so I know you do FBA as well.
Yeah.
Do you take any of your like designs from merch and put them on other products and then pull them back in like to Amazon Seller Central?
Yeah, I have. I've done like a T-shirt with my book. That's what I'm working on right now. Like
Okay.
I'm working on the T-shirt that I referenced. That was on the WSOP Final Table stream. I have. I'm working on putting that into a bundle and putting it on Amazon because in order for somebody else to duplicate that, it's possible. They can buy my book, but for them to make any money, it doesn't make too much sense. They'd be losing a lot of money from buying the shirt at retail price as well as the book.
Yeah.
So bundles is another huge thing, whether it be books. You can basically make your own book on KDP on Amazon, and then you can take both your books. Say you have 2 books, you can take both your books and then make a bundle on Seller Central.
Oh, have you done that?
Not yet. Once I get my other book done, I'm gonna probably take 2 or 3 books and bundle them together, and then upload them on Seller Central. That way, I get the author copy on my end, and then sell them on Seller Central side and make more as well.
Oh, I like that. You
Yeah.
could also bundle it with all kinds of stuff. Like you could bundle it with cards.
Like if I go to like a poker room, right, for example, in Minneapolis, I can give out one of the books, and they got to buy the bundle to get the other 2, or buy one of the other 2 on their product page.
Gotcha. Now, I haven't ordered a copy of any of my KDP things for a while, but when I did before, they like kind of slapped.
Was it formatted goofy or
sample?
No?
They put sample like all over. I don't know if it was the front cover or the back cover or something. Have you ordered one yet?
I've ordered not the Kindle, but I have ordered the paperback author copy, and it was fine.
Oh, good. Okay, that could be it. So I think when
and there was a spot to like sign it too. I think it was in the front.
Oh, nice. Okay,
like a signature spot.
That's cool. That must be. I'm guessing it's probably different since it's an actual like content book.
Right.
So okay, very cool.
Yeah, I think my first book. I think it's like 63 pages, not counting the front and back cover.
Okay.
So I don't know how many pages yours one was, but it might be based on the content. I'm not sure.
Yeah, mine was the ones that I've ordered have been all low content.
Okay.
And one was like 120 pages. And I think the other one was just like around 100 pages. But they each came because I was kind of thinking that I might try something like that too. And then I ordered it and I was like, oh God, it's a sample all over it. I'm like, well, shoot.
Yeah, see, I do the author copy, and I don't make any money obviously off the book when you get it. You pay a little, like $4 or $6, whatever it is. But you make your money when more people find out about your product and they buy it, or when you give it out to somebody that benefits from it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's all about creating value. Where it goes for anything in life. I mean, if you're creating value in something or someone, I mean, it's going to be beneficial to you and them as well.
Exactly.
That's really neat. Oh, Tim Massey's saying they do that so you can't bundle and resell. So you'll have to see it. Try it again.
You'll have to try it.
Yeah, see if it works. But either way, even if you have to buy it full price, like there might be a way to still make it work with doing a bundle.
Worst case scenario, you just lower your price for that time to buy 100 books.
Exactly.
Because I know with CJ from Amazon Seller Lawyer, he sends me 200 plus books for the conference every year, and they're all the ones you guys got in your swag bags.
Oh yeah.
And those are KDP books, and there's no sample on them, so I'm not sure about that. I'll have to look.
Beth is saying, she's saying, if you order it as an author copy, it will have sample on it. If you make it live, then order it from KDP, it doesn't have the word sample on it.
Yeah, I think that's what I did.
Okay.
Just priced it basically.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you just put it at cost, and that's cool. It's limitless, all the stuff you can do. And if you start doing bundles, that's even more things you can do, because you could add, you could even bundle it with a shirt. If you have like a shirt for them to wear to the tournament and a book, or deck of cards or whatever.
Partner with somebody for a casino or wherever and have that shirt plus whatever shirt they have, their merchandise. Not necessarily an Amazon merch shirt, but whatever merchandise they have to partner with your book and make a listing as well.
Oh, that's true too. That's a great idea. Oh my gosh, so many things. I'm so excited. So you're working on books, you're working on merch. You're still doing FBA?
I am. Yep.
Still doing FBA. Do you have a team, like a warehouse and team and everything?
No, I have a big enough garage, but I have like a 4-car garage that I work, do my Amazon stuff in.
Wow, that's big. Well, you sound energetic and everything. Like you can do all these different things, and it's great. So are you really excited for Q4? Like, do you feel like you're really set up well?
Set up well. I just need more inventory because right now it's I had a slow last couple months on FBA, but it's picking back up now. Like FBA it's normally not as slow as it's been the last couple months, but it's getting busier.
Yeah.
It's Halloween in 3 days, and it's just getting before Q4.
We're like really in the midst of Q4 right now. It's so exciting. But it's really cool that you also have KDP and then you also have merch. Like it's a lot of things going on. So that's great.
Yeah. Can you tell us? There were some people asking, on average, I know it probably varies from month to month, but on average, about how many products do you sell on merch by Amazon with that higher pricing strategy?
On a good month, I'd have to look. Let me think here. I'm trying to think about the print screen I sent Helen a couple of months back. That was a decent week, I would say. I probably sold 100 plus shirts that week.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
I was selling a shirt every 5-10 minutes, I would say.
Wow.
When I was freaking out because my shirts were flying off the shelves and they were getting noticed. But I mean, a slow month, I would say 20 to 40, maybe 50 shirts a month, which even a slow month is still, I think, value more than if you're pricing them at say $9 to $20. You might sell another extra 50 shirts, let's just say, or 100 shirts. But when I've done the numbers, and you make about 70 to 80% more in the long run doing pricing it higher, even if you get less sales quantity wise.
I was listening to what you were saying, but I just saw this note from Beth, and that's really interesting. She says you can list it at the lowest price allowed, then buy it, then raise the price. The only country it won't raise the price is in Belgium. They only allow a price change every 18 months. I had no idea.
Oh, wow.
That's good to know. Yeah, that's another reason why I delete the product and then I re-put it back on. Especially for t-shirts. I don't really do that with my book right now, but
I think she's talking about books because I think for t-shirts that we don't have Belgium yet.
Okay. Yeah, no, I never had to delete my book so far, other than when I first started. Like I changed the title and I didn't want to wait, so I just put the book back up.
Oh, this is a good question. Ian's asking you to have a high return rate at those prices.
I do not. Like I have priced stuff at lower prices when I started out, and I honestly get average returns. I think, like if I sell 100 shirts, I maybe get back 7 to 5 returns. I would say.
That's not bad. Yeah.
No, it's less than 10%.
That's awesome, and I think that's pretty standard. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think anything, even 10 to 15% is probably standard for clothing, just because it's clothing. If you get up into the 25 to 30%, then that's high.
Yeah.
That's kind of like selling electronics on FBA. Like electronics are always nightmares. Printers, DVD players, routers. Those are all kind of like stuff you can make high ROI on, but it might be
returns.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think with you, it's like, your customer base. Like, these are specific people that you're targeting. So and plus they're making so much money at the poker tables probably that they can afford the higher price.
Yeah, I mean, most of the people that are buying the shirts or the other products that I put on Amazon, like, they can afford to buy it. So, like, they can afford to spend $300 to $5,000 for buying for poker tournaments. So, what's $50 to them? To be honest.
Exactly. Yeah.
And most poker players wear hoodies. You've seen videos and pictures with people wearing hoodies with sunglasses on. I'm sure everyone this live has seen that before. So
yeah, and that's a great example. I know a lot of new people ask, like, what should I design for, and what's the trick, and what's the tips, and all of that. But it's really like knowing your niche, and that's what you're doing. You know that niche inside and out, so you can design things that they love, and they want to wear on TV. So
yeah. A lot of the Amazon products that I bought, and I know my Amazon merch by Amazon shirt that I have with the different colors on the front of it. That one and a couple of they're very comfortable clothes.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, I love my merch shirts. I have a couple of them. What was I about to say? I think a lot of people end up just trying to rely just on organic traffic on merch. So
I did that when I first started. When I put those first 5-6 products up, I just let them sit there. I mean, I might have 1 or 2 sales a month, but like, if you're not going to do anything with them, you might get some sales, but you might not either. So
yeah. So I think what you're doing is much smarter. Like, you're using hashtags. You're thinking outside the box, like with either giving shirts to people that you know that play poker or letting them know you have them. So I think that's what's really helping you with raising your prices.
I play, for example, I don't play very much right now, but when I do play, I normally wear my shirt that I made or a shirt that I know that is under one of my many brands that I've helped when I play. So I get a picture taken. Mostly, all the most bigger tournaments now, they take pictures. That photography team. WSP has a photography team. Mid-States Poker Tour has a photography team. All those have photography teams. So you get pictures with your merch shirt on, which is good tool also. So even if you lose the tournament, you got people taking pictures of you. So.
Yeah. And I think I kind of disagree with this comment, Patty. So Patty says, guess the lesson is to gamble on raising prices, see what happens. I think you were probably saying gamble to play off the poker we're talking about.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't think it's a gamble really so much. I think that you're really going about this a really smart way, where you're starting it at $29.99, which is high, but it's not that high. And then it's
I think if I go to, like, for example, if I go to Target right now, they're almost closed now, but if I go to Target, you go to buy a shirt, even with just like a saying on it, or the normal sweatshirt, like the sweatshirt I'm wearing now, you can't see it, but just a normal sweatshirt with a zipper or just a normal pullover. It's just normal black sweatshirt. It's like $30-$40.
Yeah.
Unless you got coupons and you got savings on top of that too. So
yeah. But I mean the T-shirts themselves, even starting at $29.99, you can definitely get T-shirts cheaper than that. But but it's a custom thing, and you're targeting an audience that has enough money to buy it, and you know that niche, so you know the hashtags, you know the people, you know what they want, and you know that there's.
Yeah, and if you don't know the hashtags too, like, so let's, for example, let's say you're selling, I don't know, sunflower stuff, whatever. If you just go to Google and type in sunflower hashtags, it spits out, honestly, like 100 hashtags in your face, like, for you to use. Okay. And then some might not be relatable to what you're selling. It might be sunflower or whatever, but pick through them and find like the top 50 plus hashtags that you want to use. Like, each platform's got their own characters of how many you can use, like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Like, when I post personally, I have to alter certain things to make it fit.
Yeah.
Generally use the max, whatever platform, especially on Facebook and Twitter. Instagram is generally really long, so I don't know the exact characters, but.
So did you say you use a tool to find hashtags, or you just type in like poker hashtags?
For hashtags, I look on each platform.
Okay, each platform.
And Twitter, and then I get all the top ones, and then you can see also on other people's posts what they're using for top ones too. You can copy those, and then I also go to Google. You can type in like poker, online poker hashtag, and it'll spit out a bunch of them. I don't know the website right off the top of my head, but it's generally the top 1 or 2. You can click on one of those.
Yeah.
And I also use the Merchant Informer, Merchant Words, and Book Bolt too for other stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so it doesn't sound like a gamble. It sounds like you're doing a lot of work, because you're making sure you have the right words, the right hashtags, and you know the niche, and you go about it a lot of different ways. And I think that advertising on TV is so smart, because it's like those poker, when you're targeting the top poker players, it is all televised, so you can get your shirt on TV.
A lot of those also, they have an app called Poker Go right now, which it's a kind of like Netflix. It's a subscription just for poker related stuff, but they do replays of big tournaments. So all my stuff's getting replayed many times over and over again from the WSOP that was just done.
That is
back in
awesome.
July.
So what makes you decide to raise the shirt price? So if you started at $29.99, when do you raise the price?
If I see, okay, so say I start at $29.99, say the traction, I have 100 sales in like a week, then I bump it up generally to like $31 or $33.99 just to see if I can get the same kind of traction the following week.
Okay.
So say I sell 100 shirts the first week at $20.99, second week I charge $32.99, I get 78 sales. I keep it at that until the next week. So the next week rolls around, I'm still at like 80. I'm 80 sales. Then I just keep it at 30. I keep it at that rate until it passes the first week at $20.99. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm trying to think like how that would work. So do you just keep doing that every week until it eventually gets to $49.99, or is there?
Not necessarily. If I find in the middle sweet spot between $29.99 and $49.99, I kind of keep it there. So if I say, for example, if I start at $29.99 and I sell 100 of them, and then I change it to $32.99 and I sell 78, and then I say the next week I change it to $39.99, I only sell like 40, then I go back down.
Okay, so you like 20, like around 30, somewhere around 30.
Yeah, except for, I mean, if I'm showing interest even when I raise my price, then I go all the way up to $49.99. I don't really go past there.
Yeah.
Okay, so probably it would have to pretty much go on TV or something like that for it to.
Yeah, I mean, if it's selling out like crazy, if I'm selling 500 plus in a couple weeks time at a cheaper amount, then I raise my price.
Perfect. I love it. So when a shirt is taking off like that, do you make other variations of it?
I do. I add, so when I make a post or when I make a listing on Amazon for t-shirts, I generally do a light and a dark color. So each product page has like a light and a dark version of my shirt, and I change the colors and the design itself to match the background of each shirt.
Nice.
And then sometimes we also go a little further and we say the background's got like it's not transparent on the image itself is transparent for the design, but the graphic in the middle maybe not transparent. So we also do the transparent, say like for the letters, like on O, we do the middle of the O transparent to match the color of the shirt.
Nice. Okay. So do you have like a team of designers, or how does that work?
I do not. I do most of it myself, and I have one guy that's really good. I've known him since the conference. He's one of the top Fiverr people that does designs.
Nice.
And Fiverr is obviously, most people use it. It's very affordable. You can do anywhere from $5 up to like a couple $100 now, but generally I pay $5 to $25 for a design. Some designs I have made myself, which I'm not the best person to design, but I mean I've made some decent designs as well. That's all pretty decent.
Nice. Well, I love this. I love the strategy. Do you get requests directly from the poker players?
I've gotten like, I'll put up posts on my personal Facebook or comment on what they're talking about, and then generally they give me ideas from what they want, but they don't really like give me a request per se. They just kind of, oh, I wish this shirt was made or so and so.
Cool. That's
generally when I take their ideas and I say, oh, I'm gonna make a shirt, this into a shirt, and then they're like, oh, cool, send me the link, and then they buy it. So
cool. So so Facebook page. Do you have a Facebook group too, or it's just a page?
I have both.
For poker players?
Yep.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, Midwest Poker is what it is.
Midwest Poker. So is it people that are like what's the word? Like intermediate, or I don't know what the word is. Like not professional.
Some people have made like 400,000+ in the tournament, but they're not like necessarily pros.
Okay.
There's people that are in there that are pros, like Phil Hellmuth is from Wisconsin. He's from Madison. He's a huge poker player, but he's not really from here anymore. He lives in California. He does a lot of the World Series stuff. He does a lot of the big stuff. But most of the people that we play around here aren't professionals, I would say. It's mostly, I'd say like 5% are. The other 95% are not.
Okay, so you've got like this tight-knit group, and then you've also got the page. And do you post all kinds of different content in there, or is it mostly your shirt listings, or
all kind of poker content, whether it be just kind of getting them engaged from a video about poker, or like poker news, or just a little bit of everything, and then we plug in a shirt every week or two.
Nice.
Perfect. That is
I know
such a
we
great.
do about 5 posts a day. I've seen people that do like 10 to 15 posts a day on certain groups, and I've seen a lot of traction between like 5 and 8 posts a day. It's kind of anything more than that kind of gets too much.
Yeah. Gosh, I can't even keep up with 5 to 8. I don't know how many posts I do in Merch Money, but it's not 5 to 8.
No, I mean,
I do like 1 or 2 a day.
Yeah, I might do. Generally, I do like 3. I would say 3 or 4. If that, some weeks it might be honestly 5 for the week. It just depends on how much other stuff I got going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Holly has a good question. She's asking you if you have copycats.
I do not.
You do not. Do you have it listed as private or public?
For my listings, they're all for my some of my poker ones are private. If I'm just starting out, but all my ones are public.
Right now, they're all public, and you don't get any copycats.
I do not have any copycats.
That's so interesting. I wonder why. Because a lot of people end up getting copycats at some point.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen copycats like not on Amazon. I've seen copycats similar to what I have, but they're on other platforms.
Wow.
You're lucky.
I know.
I've had copycats.
Yeah, like I've seen like very similar design. The font might be a little bit different, but it's not the exact same. And they're on like other websites. Like Google ads, they pop up, but they're not mine. Like Redbubble and all that.
Okay.
There was another question earlier. So when you were talking bundling, do you do seller fulfill bundling, or do you bundle it and send it in for
FBA? I do have FBA. Yeah, I know if I had to merchant fulfill everything, that'd be a nightmare because I sell well over a couple thousand items a month. My post office lady would not like me, or my UPS guy. But no, I send everything. I polybag everything in polybags. I label everything, send it in a Home Depot box to Amazon. When it sells, you get paid. But I send it all FBA.
Okay. And that's how you plan to do like the shirt book combos as well?
Exactly. Yep.
Okay.
All FBA.
Cool.
So neat. But you said you have a Shopify store too, right? Is that what you said?
I personally do not. I have a Shopify store that I help people with for the poker side of it. That
I see.
Sold through as well.
Okay. So you're helping somebody else. So, wow, that's a lot to keep track of.
Yeah, I know.
How do you keep track of everything?
A lot of paper and notes and like note apps on my phone and my computer.
Do you like time block your day, or do you do certain things?
I try to. I just kind of make a list generally for the day or the week, and what I need to get done, or like kind of incentive or a guide to kind of this is what I need to do, and I try to do it all, but sometimes it rolls over to the next week, as most people.
Yeah. Now, can you take a couple minutes? I know we talked about it at the beginning. Can you talk a little bit more about what you know about the Amazon algorithm and how that works, and what happens when a product is first listed?
So going back to that a little bit, basically what I've seen, and I somebody talked about this at the conference this past July too, and I forgot who it was. I think it was Brandon Young. But what I've seen is when you post, whether it be a book, it don't matter if it's a book, if it's a t-shirt, or if it's a private label product that you're putting on Amazon Seller Central. If you're putting something on Amazon, it has to make a product listing page. It doesn't matter what platform you use to put it on. So what I've noticed and what I've been told is when you put something up, it's kind of like the honeymoon phase. Basically, what that means is from a certain period of time, I don't know the exact specifics on it. I think it's a week and a half to like 3 weeks. I could be wrong on the time frame. But during that time, they basically want you to basically drive your sales, whether that means ads. Again, I don't use ads for Amazon, but they basically want you to drive your sales right away to get the sales rank built up, as well as you getting sales as well, whether that be organic or paid ads on. I use social media and other platforms for like small ads. I don't do much more than like 2 cents or nickel ads on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. But I set my budget for like $100 and let it run until it runs out. But for Amazon to drive any kind of sale, a lot of people are using like chatbots. I know it's kind of difficult with T-shirts and all that, but if you have an item on Amazon FBA, you made the product listing page. What people are able to do is use like some people are making a group on Amazon or on Facebook, and what they're doing is they're like providing value to them to sign up for that group on Facebook, and they're offering free products basically for reviews, pretty much to build the listing and to drive a sale, and then they're paying them back through Cash App, PayPal, or whatever, however they Facebook Pay, and they're basically paying for that review pretty much just to drive the sale, and it's done organically because it's not sent. They're not sent the link. They're actually going and finding it by searching it in on the Amazon app.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. You're not supposed to pay for reviews, but I have heard about that. Where if someone types in and is searching specifically for your product, that helps a lot with the algorithm rather than just giving them a link to buy.
Exactly. Yeah, if you're giving them a link and they're getting it directly from you, then nine times out of 10 that review is gonna be gone. So if you're telling them to type in poker book and go to sort by release date, and then they're finding it that way, then that's a different story.
Oh, I see. Okay, well, that's a way around to do the reviews.
And then you're basically crediting them back.
But I think
not on Amazon side. They're not refunding the book. They're keeping the book for free, and you're paying them back through like Cash App, PayPal, Facebook Pay, Google Pay, that kind of thing.
Oh. Well, I don't know if I want. I don't endorse that. Yeah. Well, I'll erase myself. I don't
personally do that, but I know people that do. So
yeah, I worked as a loan officer too long. Where there was so much regulation that I'm like scared of anything like that. Right. But I do know that when you search, the other added benefit of it is just that it helps a lot with ranking your product when people are specifically searching for your product.
If you're getting 100 people to search your product, like when it first comes out, it's going to be higher up there, whereas you have it up there for 6 months and 100 people searched it throughout the 6 months. It's going to be obviously higher up on Amazon's algorithm to be on the higher end of the page, just being searched for 100 times in a week.
Yeah, I remember learning that from Midwest Econ Conference because I had never really thought about that. Like I was thinking like, oh, if you're advertising your book or whatever, your shirt, obviously you just put the link wherever. And but I didn't.
You want to jumpstart the process, whether it be ads or getting traffic to it right away. And again, it's not best to use the link. It's best for them to find it themselves by another method to tell them how to find it.
So is that another reason why you do hashtags in your listing? Do you tell them the hashtag and then they search for that on Amazon and find your shirt?
Yeah, I use all the trending hashtags. I don't necessarily tell them. I generally, if I want somebody to buy something, I don't give them the link. I just say, go look up either my name or poker book and then search for like the newest release date or add 2020 to it, or until they find it organically themselves, like going on their computer or their phone on the Amazon buying platform, and they find it, then I don't give them the direct link ever.
Because wouldn't you be able to just make a very unique hashtag, like include trending ones also, but do like a very unique one?
Yeah, you could look up, like make your own unique one, like
and then
that's a good idea.
I think that would help them find it more easily, but also get that benefit of finding it through searching.
You're right.
Yeah.
Do that hashtag. Yeah, that's another good way you can do it too.
Yeah.
Like for the conference, we use Midwest Ecom 20, but you could use like Poker Book Travis, and it would come up too. So
yeah, exactly. Like do something that nobody's gonna do.
Right.
Or they will until
that's how hashtags get started. They got to start somewhere, So it gets started with somebody making a hashtag, and then people also utilizing it.
I can just see, like, in a couple of weeks, you're going to screenshot and be like, look at this Travis Poker is trending hashtag.
Yeah.
I'll be like, you're welcome, Travis. I gave you that idea.
Yep.
Awesome.
That's a cool idea, though. And I'm like, kind of like ideas are just spinning in my head. I'm thinking
that's me on an everyday basis.
Yeah. Like, if you had a really engaged group, you could almost even do like a contest for that. Like, hey, I just dropped a new shirt on Amazon. you can find it by searching these keywords. If the first person to find it, I'll buy that shirt for you and send it to you or something like that.
Yeah, if you have a nice Facebook group or even a page based around what you're selling or what kind of trending shirts, I mean, that would be definitely very well a benefit.
Yeah.
So cool.
Huh.
Oh my God, I love it. Do you do anything, sorry, really quick, do you do anything where you have like people take a picture wearing your shirt and then like tag a certain hashtag or something?
No, generally they do that by themselves, to be honest, at least for the poker aspect of it. I have noticed other people and other kind of shirts that I sell that do that too. Like, look what I got, and then they actually put it. Generally, it's people that find it on Pinterest or Instagram that will comment on there with their picture.
So cool. That's awesome. Man. What are your
sometimes people leave reviews too on Amazon with wearing their shirt too.
Nice.
As a review.
Have you like thought about what you want to do in the future with all of this? Like, do you think you're going to start a Shopify store? Are you
not 100% sure. I do I have so much going on right now. Like I said, I started helping company get people that need help basically in social media, e-commerce, SEO, and then anything with Amazon related pretty much or e-commerce related. We're starting to help them increase their value and revenue. That's kind of my focus right now, that and the conference for the most part. My shirts are kind of going as they are. I'm not really working on any designs right now. I mean, I should be, but I have spots open. But
yeah. That's the good thing about merch. You can just pick up whenever. Like it's.
Yeah, no, I have plenty of spots open. I can start and adding more design. I can add 5 a week if I want to, or I can add none. So
yeah, it's awesome. So Patty's asking, is it okay to use hashtags in merch?
I've never been told otherwise. I honestly I don't put them in my bullets or anything like that. I put them in the description.
In the description.
Okay.
I don't put them in the title or the bullets. I put them in the description at the bottom.
Because the description is more what Google uses and everything, so that'll help.
Google's search SEO crawl tool crawls the description. They also crawl the bullets in the title, but generally that's kind of like an eyesore for people to look at for a hashtag being down there. Most people don't read the description, to be honest, on Amazon.
Yeah.
Like you buy something for the most part, the description is more for ranking. But when you buy something on Amazon, generally, if you buy whatever it is, you buy based on the title, the pictures, and the bullets on the top. Like you generally, the normal person doesn't look at the description unless they want to find out the very specific details that isn't related up top.
Okay, so in the description, that's a good idea, because I know if you try to search using the pound sign or the hashtag sign on Amazon, it just removes that.
Yeah, and see, mine work when you search mine based on the hashtags.
Really?
And I've done like a shirt where the whole entire shirt is a hashtag. Like I just make a shirt, hashtag whatever, and then the word. And I've had I've had the hashtag in the title. Like I spell out hashtag, but I also do the sign. And I don't think there's ever been a problem.
I've never done them up there just because I need to. I mean, I haven't had a title that needs hashtag, but I generally put it, like I said, in the description and I'm kind of, for the most part, unless I come up with different ones, but I matched them with my social media posts as well.
Okay. I've never even thought about whether it'd be okay or not okay on merch. I just assumed it would be okay. I don't know. Maybe we should look. I'm assuming it's fine. I don't know why it wouldn't be.
Yeah, my listings have been up since the last couple of years now, and I have not had an issue with hashtags. In the description anyways. I don't know about title and bullets. I wouldn't do it up there, to be honest, but just because you look at it on your phone, you look at any kind of product, no matter what it is, t-shirt or not, it doesn't look good on the top, but generally you don't see it on the bottom unless you're digging for the description.
Because some people like having a shirt that says that. I don't know. I've sold hashtag shirts before, so.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I'm checking right now to see if I have the hashtag in the title. I'm pretty sure it's been a while, but I'm pretty sure I do. But yeah, I've never even really thought about whether that would be. So now I got to look if there's some kind of rule about hashtags on merch. If anybody knows, let me know.
I haven't obviously dug too much into I know most of the terms of service, but I haven't had any issues regarding hashtags. So
yeah, I've read the terms of service. but I don't remember seeing anything about hashtags. Let me just check. Yes, I have a shirt with, like, most of them say the word hashtag, but then I have a couple that actually have the hashtag symbol, and they're live.
Does that? Yeah, mine are live too. Because mine comes up. I don't know about does yours come up with the hashtag and the word, whatever it is, in this? Go on the Amazon like buying app and see if it comes up with your hashtag and your word.
Let me see.
If not, you could edit it and put it in the description and then test it in a couple days and see if it comes up. And I bet you it will if it doesn't come up now.
That's cool.
Let me see if it shows. This one, it just has it spelled out, so I don't know if it was removed. But I guess people found it from spelling out the word hashtag, so that could work too if the actual symbol goes away.
Yeah, if the symbol goes away, they're still using the word. It should come up. But mine are showing in the description. I know for a fact they're showing in the description with all. I have about 50 hashtags or 30 hashtags on one of my listings, and it comes up when you search like poker T-shirts with the hashtag.
That's cool.
Yeah. Okay, well, cool. I'll have to look into it more and see if there's any rules around it. I haven't. I only have a few shirts with hashtags in them, so.
Maybe try it this week and see what happens. Make a shirt, just testing it.
Yeah.
General shirt and put it in the description, and then a couple days later, by the weekend, search for the shirt that you're gonna buy it with the hashtag only, and then it should come up.
Okay, a lot of people are saying they've used hashtags without any problems. Okay, perfect.
Good. I'm doing something right.
Yeah. Patty, weren't you the one who asked the question? You made me all nervous. There was some kind of rule, and then the next thing she says is she uses them. Patty.
I think she was probably just wondering if it was actually okay to use them.
She's like, before I admit to using hashtags,
yeah, I haven't had any of my listings pulled for using hashtags. I mean, I've had.
She made me go look up my shirts to see if they were okay. Oh my gosh, too funny. All right. Oh my gosh, we're over the hour. That went so fast. Oh my God.
Thank you. I was going to go an hour.
Yeah, well, we could go on for like a million more hours, but we won't. We had a really long show last week. We want to try not to do that again. But is there anything else? Oh, is Yang there? Hey, Yang. It was so nice of you to come with us to Ecom Chicago.
Yeah, great to see you there.
Travis, did you see that post we did?
I think so.
Yeah, it looked like a cardboard cutout, which would be really cool.
Yeah, I did see that.
It would be awesome if we had a cardboard cutout of Yang, but I don't even know how to make one of those. Like, everybody doesn't believe us. They think we have a cardboard cutout. And I'm like, how do you even make one of I don't know.
Trust me,
we don't have one.
I actually uploaded one. There are sites. So
really,
I was trying to figure out, like, okay, if we're flying somewhere, do I have to check Yang, or is he like a carry-on? I don't know how any of this works. So,
oh my God, you looked into it way more than I did. I didn't even think about it at all. Yang saying, "Yeah, it was great seeing everyone." Yeah. I had like completely forgot, like, oh, we're at a conference, we should take a picture with Yang. It wasn't even on my mind. But then I was like nervous because I was about to go up and talk. And then I look over, Christina was sitting right next to me, and I look over and she's like with Photoshop, like trying to add Yang to a picture. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's hilarious.
Yeah, I saw it with a cutout. I was like,
well, it wasn't working very well to add it to a picture. So I was like, we should take a picture and just have a space in between so that we have like an easy place to put Yang. So then we stand up in the front of the stage, like after like at a break or something, and we take a picture like a foot apart from each other, and everybody's looking at us like, do they really hate each other? Like, why are they so far apart? Because it was right at lunch, so like there's a long line of people all seeing us take this picture. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Flav was like, what are you guys
doing? I know.
Well, we went the extra mile, Yang, to get that picture.
And Yang says, what part was cut out? He was there. He was there. So he was behind the camera taking the picture of us with the cardboard cutout. You know?
Oh, there you go. There you go. Well, Travis, do you have anything else that you wanted to talk about? I know it flew by. I don't know if we missed stuff.
No, just a conference special that I have going on right now. That's probably about it.
Yeah.
Tell us.
Well, basically, at the end of the show, I activated a code merch money 100 gets you $100 off for the conference.
Wow.
Woohoo!
$100 off. Jeez.
And then after that, it goes back down to the normal merch money, which was $50 off after that. So
it's 1
that's
week.
all I got.
1 week? Is that what you said? 1 week?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, 1 week. You get $100 off. Hopefully, I put it in the description. If not, I'll add it.
Yeah, not a problem.
You just say merch money 100. Is that what you said?
Yep.
Merch money 100. Let me write this
And
down.
it's MidwestEcom.com. Basically, our conference is it's 100%, 110% give back. Basically, we do prize drawings, as you guys know. We have people that sponsor the conference from all over the United States. Some people come from overseas. We have our event site. We actually have, you can enter to win tickets as well. There's a link on our event site. And then we have our Facebook group, obviously, Midwest Ecom Conference as well.
Oh, awesome. I'm excited.
Patty's funny.
Yeah.
Yes, they're allowed. It's in Minneapolis, but I live in Wisconsin, so they are welcome.
I didn't have any chance to walk around Minneapolis when we were there. I think I walked around the block or something, but I didn't go far. So maybe next time.
Yeah, it's beautiful there. I spent one extra day and kind of explored that last day, and it's just a beautiful city. So
awesome. I've been there twice now, and both times I didn't see any of Minneapolis. They were both conferences, both left right after. But anyway, well, thank you so much, Travis. I learned so much today, and I'm so excited to see all of your progress. And it's amazing to see.
Not a problem. If they need to reach out to me, they can do so on my Facebook or the conference page as well. So
perfect.
Thanks for having me, guys.
All right. Thanks so much. Thanks for coming on, even without the power and everything.
yeah,
Not a problem. Thanks for having me.
All right. Bye.
Like and subscribe, everyone.